Melissa gazed up at the night sky from her bedroom window, her mind drifting among the stars. She was an ordinary girl with extraordinary dreams, yearning for a life beyond the mundane. Her room was a sanctuary filled with books on astronomy, posters of distant galaxies, and models of spacecraft. Each item represented her aspirations, her longing to explore the unknown. Tonight, the stars seemed particularly bright, as if they were whispering secrets meant only for her. She felt a familiar pull, a yearning that had been with her since childhood. The vastness of space captivated her, offering a sense of wonder and possibility that the everyday world could never provide. Melissa had always felt different, like she was destined for something greater. Her parents, supportive yet practical, often reminded her to keep her feet on the ground even as her heart soared among the stars. But how could she, when the universe called to her so clearly? Sitting by her window, she let her imagination run wild. What would it be like to travel among the stars? To visit distant planets and meet alien civilizations? She pictured herself piloting a sleek spaceship, navigating through asteroid fields, and discovering new worlds. The thought filled her with excitement and a sense of purpose. Her daydreams were interrupted by a faint, almost imperceptible sound. She listened intently, straining to hear it again. There it was, a soft, melodic hum, unlike anything she had ever heard. It seemed to come from the night sky itself, resonating with her deepest desires. Melissa closed her eyes and let the sound wash over her. It was as if the universe was calling to her, inviting her to embark on an incredible journey. She opened her eyes and gazed up at the stars once more, feeling a connection that went beyond the physical. In that moment, she made a silent promise to herself. No matter what it took, she would follow this calling. She would find a way to reach the stars and uncover the mysteries that lay beyond her small corner of the world. Little did she know that this promise would soon set her on a path that would change her life forever. Chapter 2. The Call to Adventure. One evening, as Melissa sat in her room engrossed in a book about interstellar travel, an announcement on the news caught her attention. A meteor shower was expected to light up the sky that night. Excitement surged through her veins. She had always been fascinated by meteor showers, imagining them as messages from the cosmos. She quickly gathered her things and headed outside to find a good vantage point. As the night deepened, the sky came alive with streaks of light. Melissa lay on a blanket in her backyard, her eyes wide with wonder. The meteors blazed across the sky, leaving trails of shimmering dust. She marveled at the celestial display, feeling more connected to the universe than ever before. Suddenly, among the falling stars, she noticed something peculiar. A strange, glowing object was hurtling towards the nearby woods. It moved differently than the meteors, with a steady, deliberate trajectory. Melissa's heart raced. This was no ordinary meteor. Driven by a mix of curiosity and a sense of destiny, she decided to investigate. Grabbing a flashlight, she made her way to the edge of the forest. The air was cool and filled with the scent of pine. The trees cast long shadows, creating an eerie atmosphere. Undeterred, Melissa pushed forward, following the path illuminated by the mysterious glow. She finally arrived at a small clearing where the object had landed. In the center of the clearing lay a small, spherical device, pulsating with an otherworldly light. It was about the size of a soccer ball, with intricate patterns etched into its surface. Melissa approached it cautiously, her mind racing with questions. What was it? Where had it come from? And why had it landed here? As she reached out to touch the device, it suddenly sprang to life. A holographic projection emerged from its surface, and Melissa gasped in amazement. Before her stood an alien figure, tall and slender, with shimmering blue skin and large, expressive eyes. The alien's presence was both awe-inspiring and comforting. "Greetings, Melissa," the alien said in a melodious voice. "My name is Orion. I come from the planet Aoria, and I need your help." Melissa's mind whirled. How did this alien know her name? And why did he need her help? Despite her initial shock, a deep sense of purpose began to well up within her. This was the moment she had always dreamed of, a call to adventure from the stars themselves. Orion explained that Aoria was in grave danger. A powerful and malevolent force threatened their world, and only someone with Melissa's unique potential could help. He had been searching for her, guided by a prophecy that spoke of a human girl with extraordinary abilities. Your dreams and your connection to the stars are no coincidence, Orion said. You have a gift, Melissa, one that can save my world. Will you come with me? Melissa hesitated. The idea of leaving Earth and everything she knew was daunting, but the longing she had always felt, the desire to explore the cosmos, was stronger than her fears. She took a deep breath and nodded. I'll go with you, she said, her voice steady with determination. Orion smiled, and with a wave of his hand, the device activated a hidden spaceship, camouflaged among the trees. The ship's sleek silver hull shimmered in the moonlight, and a ramp extended towards them. With a mixture of fear and excitement, Melissa boarded the ship, leaving Earth behind. As the spaceship ascended, Melissa looked out the window at the receding landscape of her home. She felt a pang of sadness, but also an overwhelming sense of exhilaration. The stars, her lifelong companions, were now her destination. The journey she had always dreamed of was just beginning, and she was ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Chapter 3. An Unexpected Journey. Melissa's heart pounded as the spaceship ascended, leaving Earth far below. The view from the window was breathtaking, a sea of stars against the inky blackness of space. She felt a mix of fear and excitement, her thoughts racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. Orion guided her to the ship's control room, where holographic displays and intricate controls filled the space. The room buzzed with energy, and Melissa marveled at the advanced technology. Orion moved with ease, his fingers gliding over the controls as he navigated the ship through the cosmos. Welcome aboard the Starflame, Orion said, his voice calm and reassuring. This vessel will be our home for the journey to Aoria. Melissa nodded, still in awe of everything around her. How far is Aoria? She asked. Her curiosity piqued. Several light years, Orion replied, but with the Starflame's advanced propulsion system, we'll be there in a matter of days. As they traveled, Melissa spent her time exploring the ship and getting to know Orion. He explained that Aoria was a planet rich in natural beauty and advanced technology. However, it was under threat from a powerful entity known as Azuriel, a being of dark energy that had once been Illuminine, corrupted by the lust for power. Orion also shared stories of his own world, painting vivid pictures of its floating islands, bioluminescent forests, and bustling cities. Melissa listened intently, absorbing every detail. The more she learned about Aoria, the more determined she became to help save it. One evening, as they traveled through a particularly colorful nebula, Orion taught Melissa how to use the ship's observation deck. The room was filled with transparent walls, offering a 360-degree view of the surrounding space. Melissa stood in awe, watching as vibrant hues of pink, purple, and blue swirled around them. It's beautiful, she whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. Orion smiled. The universe is full of beauty and mystery. There's so much to explore, so much to learn, and you, Melissa, have a unique role to play in it all. As the days passed, Melissa grew more comfortable aboard the Starflame. She learned about the ship's systems, practiced using its technology, and even picked up a few phrases in Aorian. Orion proved to be a patient and knowledgeable teacher, guiding her with kindness and encouragement. One day, while Melissa was in the control room, a series of alarms blared. The holographic displays flickered, and Orion's expression grew tense. What's happening? Melissa asked, her heart racing. We've encountered a disturbance, Orion said, his voice steady but urgent. It appears to be a gravitational anomaly. Hold on tight. The ship lurched, and Melissa grabbed onto a nearby railing. The Starflame was pulled towards a swirling vortex, its engines straining against the immense force. Orion worked quickly, his fingers flying over the controls as he attempted to stabilize the ship. Brace yourself, he warned. This is going to be rough. The vortex seemed to consume them, and for a moment, everything went dark. Melissa felt a sensation of weightlessness, as if they were suspended in a void. Then, with a sudden jolt, the ship was ejected from the vortex, and the displays stabilized. "Are we okay?" Melissa asked, her voice trembling. "We're fine," Orion replied, letting out a sigh of relief. "That was a close call, but the Starflame is built to handle such challenges. We're back on course." Melissa nodded, her heart slowly returning to a normal rhythm. She realized that space travel was not without its dangers, but her resolve remained unshaken. This journey was more than she had ever dreamed of, and she was determined to see it through. As they approached Aoria, the ship's sensors detected the planet's unique energy signature. Melissa's excitement grew, mingling with a sense of anticipation. She was about to step into a world beyond her wildest imagination, a world in desperate need of her help. The Starflame descended through Aoria's atmosphere, and Melissa caught her first glimpse of the planet. It was breathtaking, a landscape of floating islands, crystal-clear lakes, and vibrant flora that seemed to glow with an inner light. The capital city, Luminara, was a marvel of technology and nature intertwined, its towers and spires reaching towards the sky. Orion guided the ship to a landing platform, and Melissa felt a rush of adrenaline. She was about to embark on a new chapter of her life, one filled with adventure, challenges, and the promise of discovery. Stepping off the Starflame, she took a deep breath and looked around, ready to embrace her destiny. "Welcome to Aoria, Melissa," Orion said, his eyes shining with hope. "Your journey is just beginning."